felt like it was race mode. I had to put the emotional blinders on, and yet you're watching the video of the past, and you think of the present and the future all at once. And everyone that's on the ballot is someone that can go into the Hall because of the impact that they made on the sport. And for me, as just a blue-collar kid out of Vegas, I never would have imagined this. We were a family where it was just a hobby. It was like a hobby to race. It was just fun to go to the track as father's son. My dad had his car, and he helped me build mine. And you meet this guy, or you meet this sponsor. You say thank you to this person, and the next thing you know, I'll talk about this later on at the speech, but I'm running a legend car in 1999 at the Bull Ring in September of 1999. September of 2000, I'm in Jack Roush's Cup car qualifying at Dover. And Jeff Gordon's next to me, Dale Sr.'s behind me. That's how fast things happen for me. I don't know how, I don't know why. There was no template. There wasn't the ladder that you see a lot of the kids these days that have a system where we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. A lot of mine was being in the right place at the right time, and the universe smiled down on me. And there's just so many great people to thank, so many great sponsors, and the teams that would give me a shot, even after I'd stubbed my toe a few times. I think Jim Hunter, the late Jim Hunter, said it best to me once when I was in some trouble, and he said, "Son, you can get in as much trouble as you want because you have that much talent to dig yourself out of these holes, keep putting yourself in. But wouldn't it be better if you didn't dig those holes and you could just stay on top, riding with your talent?" So it took a lot of lessons, but this was a fun announcement, and I can't wait to tell more stories to everyone on what this sport has meant to me and how I'll still be around.
Kurt, does it mean more to go in the first year?
I guess you could say that, and I'm thankful for the votes from the media, from NASCAR, from the fans. I took to my social media this last 30 days to kind of show to race fans, past, present, and future, on all of my ups and downs, and whether I was in this first year or next or later. I guess it's not a matter of if, it would be when. But I'm very thankful and grateful that it happened on this first time.
How do you put into words just those emotions in the moment? Because you had to, stop and close your eyes for a second when they made that announcement.
Yeah, you want to believe, but yet you want to have that answer as fast as you can to get rid of the anxiety. And I've been through a lot, and to have this is a nice icing on the cake, so to speak, from how my career finished in the car versus where we are today. It's a nice feeling, and it's fun to reflect back on all the different moments now, with Truck Series stuff, just going straight from trucks to Cup. There's so many stories to tell, and to get people caught up on my 23 years at the Cup level.
Your stats were so good. You talk about the holes that you stepped in. If the holes had kept you out of it, how would that have made you feel?
Yeah, I felt like, the late 2010s, early teens, I was in a spot in my mid-30s where I was exploring IndyCar, I was exploring NHRA, doing some dirt racing. And anytime that I finished up with any of those projects, the NASCAR car kept calling my name. And I was given plenty of advice from top team owners, and whether I was catching lucky breaks or I was still able to open doors, things still had a flow and things still had a rhythm, even though I was sleeping on Todd Barrier's couch out in Denver, Colorado for a year. It all worked out.
How do you think this will change you, or will it?
I think it's just another certificate of what it takes to be a champion in this sport. You're never done as a champion, and when you're christened by Bill France and having Jim France take you under his wing, you learn that your days as a NASCAR driver, as a champion, are never done. and there's more duties and more things to handle in the future on helping with the race teams or curating things with NASCAR and promoting the sport and making it the environment that NASCAR was for me, and that was life. And so there's no way that I'll be stepping away. I just hope to continue to add to NASCAR and to be part of the Hall of Fame.
Do you have any racing left in you?
We'll see. I see my nephew tearing up the dirt tracks. I think his first Legends race is this Thursday up at Hickory Motor Speedway. I'll be there. He's going to be the one to get me back behind the wheel.
Kurt, you didn't get to end your Cup career on the terms that you wanted to. You didn't get to kind of go out on your own terms. Does this make that a little bit easier to accept that it ends here?
I'm okay with how things went. In all honesty, I was going for pole with a competitive team at the age of 44. I have to double check that number. But to be competitive and be locked in the playoffs for as many years as I was, and at the end going for pole, it's almost like a Hollywood type story. So I'm okay with it. And so to have time to reflect from then, and literally Pocono Raceway reached out to me after the nomination came out, and they want me to come back up to the track for the first time. So there's times when you have to just move forward, and the emotional stress and the physical portion of what happened after my accident was definitely one of the toughest times in my life.
Pocono would celebrate you on
Yeah,
this weekend?
the Adolskis, they gave me a text and gave me a wink, and so I'll learn what that meant, but I'll be in Pocono this summer.
And that'll be the first time you said
That'll be the
Kurt
first
since-
time back.
since the crash.
This is Custom Patch Hats. But what makes us custom? Well, that actually begins with you. We're just bringing your unique vision to life. No knockoffs, no lookalikes. Your design is one of a kind. We know hats, we know design, and we know quality. The proof? It's in our production. Hand-stitched with precision and care, with brands you know and trust. A one-of-a-kind patch deserves a one-of-a-kind treatment, all the way to your doorstep. It's how we keep it custom.
Steven Stump of Frontstretch.com here. Come back for more great racing videos, and if you like us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.